So if you watched last week's vlog, you'll remember that things didn't exactly go to plan. That in itself isn't really a good thing, but I guess that makes for one thing. I don't really have to plan what I'm doing today. I know exactly what I need to do still. I'm also taking out the big guns today, so hopefully today's gonna be productive. Man, I love coffee. This week started off exactly where last week's vlog left off. I had redesigned the goals view in the app and was in the process of doing the layout for creating new goals. The big component of the new design was the fact I wanted some kind of horizontal picker view so that the user could scroll between all his options easily. I eventually settled on using the very well-known iCarousel library to achieve what I wanted. After reading through a bit of the documentation and examples, and fixing a few small issues, I ended up with a fairly simple but easy to use design that I was quite happy with. I made the most of the break from finishing a feature and went for a quick walk before getting started on my next goal. Even though there is a separate screen dedicated to creating new goals in the app, I still wanted the main screen where you tally up the trash you've saved to show your progress with those goals. I implemented a basic example of the design I had worked on, but I just wasn't happy with it. So I tried something a little different that I ended up liking a lot better. I also tweaked the carousel a little bit to make it nicer looking. Yesterday I did something I recommend nobody should do. I worked my whole day yesterday and then my girlfriend wasn't home in the evening. She had something else to do, so I was like, I'll just keep working on that one little thing that's bugging me that I want to get right as soon as possible or something. And that ended up being me banging my head against the wall for the whole evening trying to get it figured out. So I absolutely overworked yesterday. Because of that, I'm starting at 1 p.m. today. I guess this is gonna be a half day. The new design I'm trying for the main view is very simple, which is not a bad thing, but a little pop of color can go a long way to make simple designs look better. For that reason, I wanted to be able to add a gradient to the progress bar filling up each item. Unfortunately, with my poor knowledge of CA layers and animations in general, this proved to be a bit difficult. An interesting animation. It's not really what I'm trying to achieve though, so yeah, that's weird. Still have to fix that.
Feel the tension in the easy air. It's weary and worried.
After a bunch of weird attempts, I eventually got it to work the way I wanted, for the most part. Some weird animation kept happening when reloading the view. I eventually found out there are implicit animations that can happen when dealing with CA layers. 3 little lines of code later to make it explicit I didn't want those animations for that specific case, and the animation was just the way I wanted it. Wednesday was spent revisiting some issues with the visualizer view. At that point, the scene would be reset every time the app was closed. I started by working on making the scene be saved and reloaded whenever the user leaves the app. I then had a quick lunch and went for a couple errands since my girlfriend and I were hoping to go camping the next day. After getting the errands done, I worked on a couple of edge cases that were causing bugs in the visualization screen.
It's half the way to see, doesn't always mean it's what we want, but what we need is obscure. It's not sure. There's half the way to see, doesn't always mean it's what we want, but what we need is obscure. It's not sure. There's half the way to see, doesn't always mean it's what we want, but what we need is obscure. It's not sure.
I also added a badge that shows all the new items that have been added since last opening the tool. After that was done, I started packing so we would be ready to leave early in the morning the next day to go camping. A national park not too far from us was opened for new reservation for the first time in the last few months. We got up early in the morning trying to get a spot for the same night, and luckily we got one. I know this is not the usual content you see in these vlogs, and you might not care about it so much, but I decided to end this video with footage from our couple days of camping. It might not seem related, but giving myself time for breaks and seeing nature is incredibly important for me to stay motivated, creative, and to generally have a healthy mental state for work, and I wanted to make sure to share that.
Foreign lands, foreign streams, foreign men with foreign dreams. Fragile men with sunken eyes work to bleed, but pray for rain. They're bringing home red dust stains with hell to pay, but none to gain. With their heads hung low, their children know they ain't the same, yet they remain. This heart ain't home. Lord, take me home. Not an ounce of water nor a cloud in sight, the rain won't come. Swallowed by dirt and dust, the grain won't sprout to feed those you love. So you grab your dear daughter Pearl and hold her close and whisper of promise of spring and the flowers and God above. This heart ain't home. Lord, take me home.
If you made it all the way to the end of the video, first of all, I want to say thank you for watching. Also, let me know what you thought of this type of video. I'd love to have your input on it. If you didn't like it, don't worry, next week should be back to a more regular type of videos. Either way, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week. Take care.
He takes it all away.